What's good, everybody? In this video we're going to be reviewing the RETROTINK 5X. Pretty excited that I was able to get my hands on one of these things, considering how hard it is and then how much it cost. I was just pretty excited about that. So yeah, we're going to be discussing the RETROTINK 5X and its features and all the crazy little things that you're able to do with it. We're going to be primarily focusing on PS2 games in this segment because I don't want to get everything jumbled up in one video. I'm going to be reviewing separate consoles and splitting up the videos. That way I don't have like a 20-minute long video or anything like that. The RETROTINK 5X comes with a USB cable that you can use to power it up, but you need an adapter to actually connect it to an outlet. But you can connect it to the computer or the monitor or the TV if the TV has, typically newer TVs have a USB port, so you can do that as well. And if you're even using a PlayStation 2 like I am, I was able to plug it directly into the USB port on the PlayStation 2 and it works just fine. The only thing that I noticed is that when you're switching games out, like whether you're resetting, like pushing the reset button or just turning it off, the RETROTINK 5X is going to turn off completely. And also when you reset it, it actually needs to be cycled through the modes to make sure you're back onto component so you can actually get the picture. I don't know why that happens. It might just be something faulty with the monitor, or just depending on the connection with the PlayStation or it being plugged into the USB port. So that's just something to take into consideration if you're going to be using that. Other than that, I didn't have any issues with it plugged onto several TVs in the house. It also comes with some cool stickers, a small little manual card that it allows you to, or tells you to go to the website so you can actually download the manual for it. And also it comes with a cool little bag that you can, store the RETROTINK inside of if you're not going to be using it, which is highly doubtful. You're going to probably just keep it around as much as you can because it looks really cool as well. And also it comes with a HDMI cable as well, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure it did. But other than that, that's basically what it comes with. Oh yeah, it also comes with a remote, which looks pretty cool. It looks kind of identical to the remotes I have for my television, so I get them a little mixed up. So what I ended up doing was just, scribbling RTX on the back of my remote so I don't get them mixed up. And yeah, that's about it. That's what it comes with. And if you have HD RetroVision cables, I recommend those for the PlayStation 2. So we're just going to be talking about that only primarily for this video because I haven't tested other things out yet. So as far as that, I would recommend the HD RetroVision cables. Composite cables aren't really something that I would recommend because it doesn't really make the picture look that great. So yeah, I haven't tested out the RGB SCART or the S-Video as far as PlayStation 2 yet. And yeah, everything else seems to be working really well. The RETROTINK 5X can start out at 480p and be upscaled to 1440p. Depending on the game, the quality is going to vary. There is a sweet spot to every game, but for me, I noticed that 1080p under looks really good, and 540p with a integer scaled, I believe it's a filter, that looks really good. And it really does help the picture pop a little bit. Also, keeping the setting on soft or sharp, it really depends on the game, but primarily trying to keep the game at those resolutions, I've noticed I usually get the best quality out of it. And also it depends on the television. Your television has an upscaler, so it's going to upscale on its own. So I believe Nearest Neighbor is going to be your best bet as far as getting the best quality, most original quality as far as the PlayStation 2 is concerned. And yeah, so that's going to be one of the things you're going to have to take in consideration as well. With that being said, I've tried the RETROTINK out so far on 5 different televisions, and the best quality that I've gotten was from a 1440p monitor. It doesn't need to be a monitor. I would just recommend a television that can get the most out of the RETROTINK. And most HD televisions only go up to 1080p, which is going to limit you as to how much you can upscale your games. But a lot of games don't really look that great in 1200 or 1440 resolution. So it really depends on you and how your TV is and all that other stuff. In my opinion, you're just better off keeping the games at 540p, and then if you want, like I said, put on that filter, and or 1080p under is going to be a really nice one. It really keeps the pixels, condensed, so it's not so spread out and blurry. And like I said, it also depends on your television, so that's something that you want to take into consideration. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put on some games so you guys can be the judge for yourselves and see if you guys like what you guys see on the screen. I'm going to be using a high definition camera because I don't want to compress or change anything when I go ahead and process it over to the computer or anything like that. I want you guys to see exactly what I see on the TV screen. Yeah, there might be a little bit of a difference here and there, but as far as seeing exactly what I'm seeing, you guys are going to see that, and you're going to be able to make your own judgment as to whether or not you want to actually purchase the RETROTINK for yourself and for your gaming collection.
This might be a little dangerous.
Great. Danger is our life.
Listen to me, Eddie. You're smarter than this. This isn't you, it's the suit. I've been behind it. I know what it's doing to you. Gah! I have to dodge those. Let me help you. Before you do something you're going to regret. I gotta get Eddie off campus before somebody gets hurt.
Lie on the ground with your hands over your head. Both of you on the ground now. What the hell is that?
I've been sitting on my tush all day. Time for a little workout.
Had to show you guys, man. I can't get enough of this. This is Superman with slot mask scanline filter in. It just looks so dope, dude. I don't know why. I just think that looks fucking awesome. I'm having a blast with this. I can't wait to come out with the full review of all the stuff that I have to share with everybody. But so far so good. And here, I'll just show you guys what it looks like without the slot. Yeah. Oh man, look at that. Oh my god, man, look at that. Holy shit. That looks fucking so good. Look at that. PS2 original hardware on a monitor with the RETROTINK. Oh my god, man. This is actually at 540p. 540p. There is a sweet spot for everything, so I'm gonna come out with that so everybody can, you know, optimize their settings. Stay tuned. So I'm testing out the monitor. It looks great. This is PS2. It is at 1440p output resolution. It looks pretty good considering I stretched the shit out of this thing. And yeah, I mean, I can't really complain. Gonna see how it goes because I still have to hook up the sound and all that shit. Soundbar, you know? Right, Trey? Soundbar. Actually, ended up grabbing a monitor. Pretty close to that. Yeah, RETROTINK. My final verdict for the RETROTINK 5X is yes, I do think that it's worth the money. It is a little pricey, but considering that we're in a chip shortage and materials are scarce and everything is just hard to be able, as far as shipping, it's hard to ship things around and all that other stuff. So I think that it is worth the money. Maybe saving up for it, saving up for a combo like a really good monitor or TV. That way you can get the best resolution out of it if you're really trying to play on original hardware. That is only if you are really trying to get the best out of your original hardware. You need to understand though, original hardware does not have upscaling capabilities. The only hardware that has upscaling capabilities as far as a PlayStation 2 is concerned is a PS3 that has backwards compatibility. That is the only one that is actually going to upscale the games to an HD resolution, and is going to give you better graphics, more smoother pixels, and all that other stuff as far as HD PS2 games are concerned, if you're trying to do that. If you're just trying to get the best quality, best hands down quality ever as far as PlayStation 2, I'm gonna have to recommend that you guys go ahead and get emulators. Emulators are gonna be your best bet as far as anything is concerned, because you're not gonna get better quality from anything else besides an emulator. And that's just how it is. It's unfortunate, but you know, you don't really have to spend a lot to get a good rig and dump your games that you already have, so you can get the best quality. In my opinion, that's if you want to go the quality route. But if you're just trying to play your original consoles and get the best quality out of the original hardware, RETROTINK 5X is going to be the way to go. It's cheaper than FrameMaster. FrameMaster is discontinued. OSSC, I know they're having a OSSC Pro come out, or OSSC Pro come out, and they have all these other things they're going to be releasing. But as far as OSSC is concerned, the compatibility issues just really don't make it a user-friendly device, in my opinion, because you can literally plug the RetroTink to almost any television / monitor that you have, as long as you have the connections to either Frankenstein it or make it, that you can pass off the video and audio signals. So that's basically it as far as that. That's my verdict. I highly recommend it. And yeah, this is just going to be the PS2 video. We're going to go ahead and jump into other games as far as Sega, Super Nintendo, and Nintendo 64 when I get a little bit more time. But other than that, I really appreciate everybody's support. Go ahead and check out Mike Chi on Twitter. Go ahead and pick up his next batch if you get a chance. If they don't sell out in 10 minutes, go ahead and try to pick up another one on the next drop. And yeah, much love and have a great day.